What's up guys, welcome back to another electric skateboard video, and today we're talking about Esk8Con. Esk8Con is officially less than 30 days away, and many of you have the burning question, how do I get my board from my house to Esk8Con? And you are not alone, we have a lot of questions to be answered, so let's get into it. If you plan on flying to Esk8Con, then you already know that you probably won't be able to bring your electric skateboard on the airplane. The FAA has some very strict rules when it comes to battery sizes, and specific airlines have even stricter guidelines as far as battery sizes as well. So let's get into how to actually get your board here in Vegas so you can participate at Esk8Con. The first way to get your board to Vegas would be to ship it to your hotel. Most hotels will accept packages on your behalf and hold them for you until you arrive, but please be sure to call your hotel, ask about the policy, see how long they will hold that package for you, and if there's any size requirements or anything like that. But most hotels will take packages. They'll even take your luggage if you ship that too. But yeah, call your hotel, ask if you can ship your board to them. They'll hold it for you. When you arrive, you can pick it up from the front desk or concierge, and yeah, super easy that way. The second option to get your board here, which is my favorite option, is to ship your board to a UPS store. Now, many UPS stores will allow you to ship packages to their store, and they will hold them for you for pickup, but please make sure you call the UPS store you plan on using. Many of them are independently run, and they have different rules on how long they'll hold packages for you. So call them up, make sure you're all good to go, but that's my suggested option, because then when you're ready to go home, you can bring it back to that same store and they'll ship it back out to you. Now, if those first two options simply just won't work for you, we do have a third option, and that would be to ship your board from your house to here in our warehouse, and then on Friday you can either pick it up here at our warehouse, or I guess whatever day you get here, or you can pick it up at the event site on Saturday. But we only have a few limited spots left because we have to take all the vendor stuff with us to the event site, so the truck's only so big. So again, if the other two options just will not work for you, you can contact us. You can email us at contact@esk8con.com, or you can hit us up on Instagram, where we'll definitely coordinate with you to get your board here. We just really want to make sure that no one is deciding to stay home because they're stressed out about how to get their board here to Vegas. So now if you decided on how to actually ship it, whether you're going to a hotel or a UPS store or you're shipping it here, we cannot stress enough packing your board properly. We've gotten boards shipped here many times for service, and it's simply their board in a cardboard box, and they just stick it and ship it. Please make sure you have plenty of packaging. I've never seen a board packaged too much, so make sure you have plenty of foam. You can even bubble wrap your board, something, but don't just stick it in a box and send it, because the box will look like an absolute disaster when it gets here. So please be sure you are adequately packing everything. Overpack it. I've shipped a board a number of times to a couple different people, and what I use is a big Pelican case. There's actually a really nice case on Amazon for like 200 bucks. Not the cheapest thing ever, but for how big it is, it's a very good value. It comes with a lot of foam already, so you can put your board inside of that, ship it around, and it'll be totally fine. You can actually lock that case too, which is really nice. So we'll leave a link down in the description for that if you're interested in that. It's on Amazon, super easy, and it packs boards really well. Now, before you ship your board, please do not take your board and walk into a UPS store and buy a label at the desk. You will pay so much money for that label. So instead, at the very least, go online, pay for your label online, print it out, and tape it to your box. Or we've used a service called Shippo, and it's pretty much a discounted shipping label website. So try that. It's much better, but please God, don't walk into a UPS store. You will pay probably triple for the label than you need to. Again, all the UPS stores are independently run and set their own prices. So at the very least, go online and buy your website or buy your label on the website. You've been warned. I don't want to hear if you walk into a UPS store and pay $100, $200 to get your board here, because it really is not that expensive to get it here, but make sure you do it online. Okay, so you've got your board here, you had an awesome time at Esk8Con, but now we have to talk about an exit plan. Don't forget about that. You do have to get your board back home. As much as I'd love to just take your board and keep it here in Vegas, we do want to make sure you get your board back home. If you did pick your board up at the UPS store, then it's probably best to just bring your board back to the UPS store. But if that's kind of a pain in the ass for you, or if you need another option, MBoards will be taking everybody's boards back from the event site back to our warehouse, and then when our UPS pickup shows up, we will just give all of the boards to our UPS guys. So if you do plan on doing that, we do ask two things. One, your board is completely packed, taped up, ready to go on site on Sunday, and you have your return label already put on your box. So If you want to pre-purchase that at home before you ship your board here, you can put your return label in the box waiting for you. So when you get your box here in Vegas, you can take that new label out and relabel your box right then and there. So you need your box to be completely packed, ready to go. I will not pack your board. I don't want to be responsible for it. And 2, you need to label your box. I don't want to have to buy a shipping label for you. I don't want to be responsible. Package your box and relabel it, and then we will make sure it gets handed off to UPS. And that's all the advice I have, guys. I really don't want anyone to feel like they can't come because they have no idea how to get their board here. If you have a friend in California or something who's driving, if they have an extra board, you can always ask them to bring another board for you. But otherwise, if you want to get your board here, that's the best way I can think of to do it. So if you guys have any questions or any thoughts or even your own suggestions, leave them down in the comments below. Help your fellow e-skaters out. But otherwise, have a good one, and we will see you in March.